Dear children, we'll start with exercise 6.2. I hope you have solved exercise 6.2 in your classwork. Please do follow 6.2. If you have any queries, please let me know. And we'll start with exercise 6.2. The first question is, in the figure, find the values of x and y, then show that AB is parallel to CD. We need to find what is x and what is y. We need to find the value of x and y. See now, this angle C, I'll name this, okay, M and N, and in between weight. Okay, now angle Y is equal to 130. Why? Because vertically opposite angle, this and this are vertically opposite angles. Now angle, see, 50 plus x is equal to what? 50 degree plus x is equal to 180 degree, because this will form a linear pair. Now x is equal to 180 degree minus 50. X is equal to 130 degree. Now this x is equal to y. Angle x is equal to angle y is equal to 130 degree. These are, since x and y are alternate interior angles, and how are they? And they are equal. Therefore, what can I say? When see converse of theorem, what does it say? If two alternate interior angles are equal, then the two lines are parallel. So the same thing that we make use of, then AB is parallel to CD, because if AB is parallel to CD, then x and y are equal, or else x and y are alternate interior angles. That is the theorem. What is the converse of that theorem? If alternate interior angles are equal, then the two lines will be parallel, because this transversal line is connecting these two, intersecting these two lines, and the alternate interior angles are equal. At that condition, the two lines will be parallel. That's it. Second question, in figure, if AB is parallel to CD, and CD is parallel to EF, and Y is to Z is equal to 3:7, find the value of x. Okay. Now, to do so, what relation we have? We are given, what is given to us? AB is parallel to CD. And CD is parallel to EF. See, if two lines are parallel with the same line, then those two lines will be parallel. So I can say AB is parallel to EF. Yes. Now, what can I write? X is equal to Z. Why? Because, say, leave over this. X and Z are alternate interior angles, and AB is parallel to EF. If AB is parallel to EF, then these two will be alternate interior angles. If the two lines are parallel, then how the alternate interior angles will be? They will be equal. That only I have written. Alternate interior angles. Now, after that, x plus y is equal to 180. Angle x plus angle y is equal to 180. Why? Because why x plus y is equal to 180? Because angles on the interior angles on the same side of transversal. On the same side of a transfer, they will be supplementary. That only we have written. Now, what is given to us? Y is to Z is equal to 3 is to 7. Y is to Z is equal to 3 is to 7. Let A be a common ratio. Let A be a common ratio. What can I write then? Y is to Z is equal to 3A is to 7A. Now, in place of Z, what can I write in this equation? So, if I call this as equation 1, so 1, what can I write? Equation 1, what can I write? In case of S, Z plus Y is equal to 180 degree. What is Z here? 7A plus what is Y here? Y is 3A, which is equal to 180 degree. So 10A is equal to 180 degree. Then A will be is equal to 180 divided by 10. This will be equal to 18 degree. 18 degree. Now, what is X here then? X is equal to Z. X is equal to Z. Z is equal to 3. Yes or no? Then Z is equal, which is equal to, what is A here? 18. So 3 into 18, 54. So X is equal to 54 degree. That's it. This was asked us to calculate. Question number 3. In figure, if AB is parallel to CD, EF is perpendicular to CD, EF is perpendicular to CD, and angle GED is equal to 126. This GED, trace this, 126 degree. Now, find angle AGE, we need to find this. Angle GEF, this one we need to find. Angle FGE, this also we need to calculate. See, now, how will I proceed? Since AB is parallel to CD, AB is parallel to, don't worry about this now. AB is parallel to CD, then GE will be a transversal line. So what will this and this will be alternative angle, and the two lines are parallel. This angle will be equal to that angle, S. So angle AGE is equal to angle GED, which is equal to 126. Why? Because alternate interior angles, because AB is parallel to CD, because of that AGE and GE had alternate interior angles and they are equal. Now we got one, that is angle AZ is equal to 120. First part we calculated. Second one, we need to calculate what is angle GEF. We know that angle GEF plus angle FED, angle GEF plus angle FED, how much it is? Angle GED can be written as angle GEF angle FED, which is equal to 126, because angle GED is 126 degree, or else I will write this angle GED. Now, what is angle GEF? We don't know, we need to calculate it. Is equal to what is angle GED then? 126 minus angle FED. This I have transferred to the left hand side. What is FED? FED, since EF or FE is parallel to the CD, that will be 90 degree. I will place the value 126 minus 90 degree. So angle GEF will be equal to 90 plus 36 is nothing but 126. So 6 minus 0, 0. 12 minus 9 is nothing but 36. Angle GEF is equal to 36 degree. Next. Now angle, here see, look at this. Angle AGE plus angle EGF is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because this and this will form a linear pair. So that will be equal to 180 degree. Angle AGE plus angle EGF is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because it's a linear pair. Linear pair. Now, what is we need? We know angle AGE. We need to find this FGE or EGF. So, angle FGE, same thing. EGF can be written as FGE is equal to 180 degree minus angle AGE. What is that? Angle F, therefore angle FGE is equal to 180 degree minus what is AGE? 126. This AGE 126? 126 degree. So angle FGE is equal to 10 minus 6, 4. 7 minus 2, 5. 54 degree. Next, in figure PQ is parallel to ST. Angle PQR is equal to 110 degree, and RST is equal to 130 degree. Find angle QRS. We need to find it. Hint: they have given one hint. Draw a line parallel to ST through point R. We need to draw a line parallel to ST through point R. So now we will begin. So we'll do the construction accordingly. Okay. So draw a line parallel to ST through, draw a line. Which line you want to draw? Name it. XY. I'll name it as XY. Draw a line XY parallel to ST through point R. So I'm drawing. This is X, this is Y. Now, since it is given that PQ is parallel to ST, and through the construction what we did, XY is parallel to ST. Now what can I write? PQ is parallel to XY, because if two lines are parallel with the same line, then two lines are parallel. That only I have written now. Now, what can I? Angle PQR plus XR cube is equal to 180 degree, because angles on the same side of a transversal line. QR will act as a transversal line. PQ is parallel to XY. Then these two angles will be the interior angles on the same side of a transversal line. So how they will be? They will be supplementary. Now PQR, angle PQR plus angle XRQ is equal to 180 degree. Interior angles on the same side of transversal. Okay. Now, what is PQR? 110 degree. Okay. Plus, what is XRQ? We need to calculate it 180 degree. Angle XRQ is equal to 180 degree minus 110 degree. So angle XRQ is equal to 70 degree. So what it is now? 70 degree. What we need to calculate? We need to calculate QRS. If I know this angle XRQ and SRY, if I know these two angles, then calculating QRS will be easy, because these three angles will give me a straight line that will be equal to 180 degree. I will be knowing this and I will be knowing this angle. Calculating this angle will be very easy. So what I need to calculate now? Angle SRY I need to calculate. So angle RST plus angle SRY is equal to 180 degree. Why? Interior angle. See, ST and XY are parallel to each other. SR will act as a transversal. Then these two angles are the interior angles on the same side of a transversal. Then the sum of angles will be equal to 180 degree. The same thing I have written. Interior angles on the same side of transversal. Interior angles on the same side of a transversal. See, what is RST? 130 degree. What is SRY? We don't know. We need to calculate, which is equal to 180 degree. Angle SRY is equal to 180 degree minus 130 degree, which is equal to SRY is equal to 50 degree. 180 minus 130 is nothing but 50 degree. Now, I know this. This will be equal to 50 degree. What we need to calculate? We need to calculate QRS. That is QRS we need to calculate. I'll write it here. Angle XRQ plus angle QRS plus angle SRY is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because it will form a straight line. The three angles include, so three angles are included to form a straight line. Then that will be equal to 180 degree. Now, what is XRQ now? XRQ is 70 degree plus what is QRS? We need to calculate. Plot what is SRY? 50 degree is equal to 180 degree. Now, angle QRS is equal to 180 minus 70 plus 50, 120. When I transfer it to the left hand side, it will be minus 120. 70 plus 50, 120. I will transfer it to the right hand side, that is minus 120. That is QRS is equal to 180 minus 120 is nothing but 60. Fifth question will be your homework. So just go through it. If you have any difficulty, please let me know. And sixth question, in figure, PQ is parallel to RS. PQ and RS are two mirrors. This PQ is one mirror and RS is other mirror. And they are placed parallel to each other. That is, PQ is parallel to RS. PQ is parallel to RS. Now, an incident ray AB is a incident ray, strike the mirror PQ at P. It is striking the mirror at PQ at B, and the reflected ray move along the path BC. So AB will be the incident ray and BC will be the reflected ray, and it moves along BC. Now, and strike the mirror RS. It strikes the mirror RS at point C. then after again it will reflect and it will move along. It reflects back along CD and it reflects back along CD. Okay. Now what has been asked us to calculate? We need to prove PQ is parallel to RS. So how can I prove PQ is parallel to RS? If I am able to prove angle PBC, that is angle PBC is equal to angle BCD, if I am able to prove, then I will be able to prove AB is parallel to, I need to prove AB is parallel to CD. If I want to prove that one, I need to prove this angle is equal to this angle. See, in that case, these are the two lines and BC will act as the transversal, then these will act as the alternate interior angles. See, this is one line, this is other line. Those two, if I want to prove them parallel, this will be one angle, this will be other angle. They will be alternate interior angles for these two lines. Then if they are equal, directly I can say that AB is parallel to CD. That only I am going to do. See, by the law of reflection, by the law of reflection, what we have? Angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. That is, angle 1 is equal to angle 2, which is equal to angle 3, which is equal to 4. From where we got this? We got through by the law of reflection. Angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. Now, in that case, angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Can I write? Angle 1 plus 2 is equal to angle 3 plus 4, because 1 is equal to 2 is equal to 3 is equal to 4. All the angles are equal. See, I am adding 1 plus 2. This 1 plus 2 will be equal to 3 plus 4. See, what I do, I will give a certain value for 10, 10, 10, 10, because all are equal. 10 plus 10, 20. 10 plus 10, 20. Both will be equal. That only I have written. Now, angle 1 plus 2 can be written as angle ABC. Angle ABC is equal to 3 plus 4. Angle 3 plus angle 4. Okay. So, before that, we need to write one thing. I have done, they have not given BM and CN. Draw, I forgot to tell, draw BM perpendicular to PQ at BM perpendicular to PQ at B. Now, one more thing we need to write. Later I'll write this, okay. Draw, before that I forgot to tell this. We need to draw, this is not given. These two perpendiculars are not given. We need to do it in the construction part. So, draw BM perpendicular to PQ, PM perpendicular to PQ at point B. Now, draw CN, perpendicular to RS at point C. Now, angle 1 is equal to angle 2, which is equal to angle 3, which is equal to angle 4. So, how? By law of reflection. By law of reflection. Now, angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. I showed how they are equal. Angle 1 plus 2 is equal to angle 3 plus 4. Now, what is angle 1 plus 2? Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to AB, angle ABC. 1 plus 2 will be equal to angle ABC. Angle ABC. That is, angle ABC is equal to angle 3 plus 4. Angle 3 plus 4, this will be the angle. And what is that angle? BCD. So since angle ABC and BCD are alternate interior angles and they are equal. Therefore AB is parallel to CD. So what is happening here? BC will be a transversal. Then BC is transversal. This angle is equal to this angle. They are alternate interior angles and they are equal. Then I'll say AB is parallel to CD. That only I have written. Since ABC and BCD are alternate interior angles and they are equal. So therefore AB is parallel to CD.